We start off by accessing the Enterprise Service Portal. Here we can access a collection of IT-authored and approved services for consumption by application and business users. Here I will request an instance of a web application. With minimal input, I can provide details about the instance of this app and even make selections on what environment to provision the application to. In this case, I will make the selection to provision the application to AWS. If I scroll down, I can make selections for which AWS account to use, as well as define things like instance type and networking options for things like which VPC and subnets to provision each tier of the application to. Notice how the cost updates in real time as I make my selections. Keep in mind this experience is completely customizable. We can show or hide as many of these options based on the need so that it is as simple or as flexible as it needs to be for the end user. Also, if the requester is a developer and would rather initiate the request without a UI, we can provide the RESTful JSON so that the developer can make the request via API instead. After clicking Deploy, I am brought to a screen that will provide details on the status of my request along with a visual representation of the application topology. In the background, the system will begin to execute the technical workflow to fulfill the request of the application as specified. This will include things like provisioning the necessary EC2 instances, security groups and rules, any needed monitoring agents, required middleware or configurations, and the application itself. The system will also automatically create the needed records in the CMDB and ITSM systems. As the workflow progresses, I can look at each tier of the application and drill in to see where in the process it is and view details like host names, IP addresses, etc. When the application finishes provisioning, I can access it by clicking the button directly on this page. This will open my web application in a new browser tab. To recap, we were able to provide an end-user access to request and get self-service access to their application, all delivered in a simple-to-consume and automated way without having to get IT involved. The end user is happy because they get what they need when they need it, and IT is happy because the deployed application is in conformance with all of the required enterprise IT standards. This is zero-touch application provisioning.